Okay, probably one of the earliest film tie-ins, this one. Quicksilva's Fantastic Voyage. There's a reason I've chosen this game, and I'll get to that in just a second. Now, it's written by John Edmonds, who also wrote Blood and Guts, Devil Diver, and this game. Doesn't seem to have written anything else. Now, it's based on a 1966 film called Fantastic Voyage, where a medical crew are sort of miniaturized and sent inside a human body to try and eradicate all manners of nastiness and illnesses. There was a sort of remake in 1986 called Inner Space, where Dennis Quaid got miniaturized in his spaceship and injected into Martin Short's arse. Meg Ryan was looking lovely though. There's Mr. Quaid not quite being able to believe his bad luck. Now, the reason I've chosen this is a diagram of a disease called diverticulitis, and it's something that I suffer with. And it nearly caused me all sorts of grief about 18 months ago. Because of it, I got a perforated bowel and spent 10 days in hospital, and I faced a very real prospect of having my bowels completely removed and having to wear a, well, not completely, but the affected part of my colon removed, and having to wear a what's called a stoma, a colostomy bag. As you can tell, you know, I spent the time in hospital just dicking around a bit because there wasn't much else to do. But I've never been able to shake it. And as a result, I've got an appointment very shortly to have a colonography, which means a camera is going to be stuck up my arse, and they're going to have a look around my insides to see whether or not I actually do need surgery now, because it's still causing me problems. So hence, I had an idea. Why don't I try having a go at Fantastic Voyage, the game? You know, I chose it just for that reason, because I only had the appointment come through a couple of days ago, and I remember playing this at the time, and it's not a fantastic game, but it isn't a brilliant game. It's perhaps should be called Not So Brilliant Voyage as opposed to Fantastic Voyage, but you know, it's playable enough. And here we go with sort of this space chap inside the human body, and your goal is to traverse your way around it, trying to attack infections that cause various ailments throughout the body, etc. And as you can see, you get to travel through different parts of it. Now, there's a variety of what you can assume are sort of viruses, etc. And some of the body's defences, as you can see, are dangerous to you as well. But hey ho, it wouldn't be a game if it didn't have a challenge. And the aim is to sort of, like, you have that map of the human body on the right hand side, and it shows up when and where there is any sites of infection. You have to hot foot your way to that site and have a go at trying to eradicate it. Now, it's got some, the controls are sort of inertia based, as if you're sort of floating around freely, etc., inside the body, and you have to sort of take that into account when you're trying to drop through trapdoors and, or, you know, various flaps and parts of the body, etc. It's an okay game. I did play this once or twice back in the day. Never sort of something that I return to, but it's not bad. There you can see we now have some kind of infection warning, and I've got to try and I seem to be stuck in his groin, which is a bit misses. So I've got to try and make my way back to where the infection is and hopefully fight it. Now, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. It wasn't a game I was fantastic at. Oh dear. And you see the nasty got me. I seem to be spending far too much time in and around the bloke's genitals, which is, you know, worrying, especially if he's unsuspecting and doesn't know that there's someone floating around in there. So let's see just where the various bits and pieces take us. You have to collect these blood sort of platelet type things, and I'm not really sure what you do with them. There is a control to drop things, pick up and drop, but I can't see, I've not found anything in the game you can pick up and drop. Sort of puzzle-based maze game, I suppose, is the best way to describe it, with a bit of shooting thrown in. You know, that type of game wasn't uncommon on the Spectrum back in the day. So just trying to sort of make my way around here and trying for my man desperately not to die. Oh! Yes, I managed somehow to get a high score, just from that feeble effort. But we'll have another go at it, another playthrough. Now, as you can tell, the narration is done separate from the actual gameplay video. It is me actually playing the game, but it's too far beyond my technical prowess to do both at the same time, so I do them both separately. So yeah, basically I've got to go and have a scan to decide, you know, how much damage, if any, has been done by repeated attacks of diverticulitis, and see what treatment, if any, is necessary. I was shown the scans that were taken from when I was in hospital, and my guts are in a pretty bad state. So hopefully, it involves a little person in a miniature spacesuit going around and just fixing stuff, as opposed to being cut open and having bits ripped out. But hey ho, if it means I get free of it, then I'm quite happy to take the inconvenience of that, because it is a real sort of pain in the arse, if you'll excuse the pun. I don't even think I've seen the actual film. I've seen Inner Space, and it's not a bad film, but I find Martin Short's character in it is probably one of the most annoying film characters I've ever seen. He just, you know, sort of overact, and zany wackiness is not particularly appealing. Oh, hello! I'm in his brain. There's not much going on in here. Oh, another infection alert. Got to try and do something about that. So I'm sort of curious as to what other film tie-ins there would have been round about 1984. Obviously there was the Ghostbusters one, and I think Alien might have been 1984 as well. I'm not too sure about that one though. I'll have to sort of go back and double check. But yeah, it's I'll be interested. Gonna sort of check that out now. I've got that idea in my head. So there I am in the bladder. There's a puddle of piss at the bottom. Get out of there pretty quickly. So I'm just going to let this video play out, and hope you enjoyed it. Not the most fantastic production values, but I don't care. It's not ripped off anyone else. Not copied anyone else. It's all my own style, however bad that may be. Thanks ever so much, and I hope you enjoy the videos, and look out for the next one. Okay, bye.